We are trained from childhood to believe that meaning comes from what we do. Achievement, contribution, output. If you are not producing, you are not living fully. Viktor Frankl respected this instinct, but he insisted it tells only part of the truth. There is a whole dimension of meaningful existence that has nothing to do with action. It has to do with what you receive from the world when you are fully present to it. Frankl called this the path of experiential values. Where creative values ask what you are giving, experiential values ask what you are letting in. The category is broader than most people realize. It includes beauty, love, truth, wonder, the felt quality of any moment that is allowed to touch you fully rather than skimmed past on the way to the next thing. A landscape at dawn. A piece of music that moves you. A conversation with a friend where neither of you is performing. The face of your child when you actually see them. Each of these is a doorway to meaning, and each requires nothing from you except that you be there when it happens. Frankl placed love at the very center of this path. To love another person, he said, is not simply to feel strong affection. It is to perceive the other in their essential uniqueness, to see who they are at the core, and to see who they might yet become. This is why love, in his sense, is always a form of knowledge. It knows the other more deeply than they sometimes know themselves. And it is also why love, properly understood, is never a claim on the other person, is that it is less vulnerable to circumstance. You can lose the ability to work. You can rarely lose the ability to receive. Even in a hospital bed, even when the body is failing, the capacity to look at the face of someone you love, to hear music, to remember beauty, to know you are loved, remains open until very near the end. This is why Frankl considered the experiential path a bridge toward the third path, the attitudinal. When receiving is still possible but acting is not, the experiential path keeps meaning alive. The work, as always, is to stop skimming past your own life. The world is offering itself to you constantly. You only have to let any of it in. Subscribe to The Psychology of Viktor Frankl to explore more of his timeless ideas.